Hello everyone and welcome to Ready City Crit. I am, as always, your Dungeon Master Harna, and today I'm joined by my usual rigmarole. Let's start it off with, I was going to say the man who's currently invisible. There he is!
Alright. Hello, I'm Will. I'm playing Volgate. What am I playing? That is the question.
You're playing
Things of life.
Volgaire. Whatever
I'm
he
playing
may be.
I think he is a ghost.
It's just session 9.
Yeah, it's just
session 9.
I don't know anymore. I don't even know. I think he has a bow, maybe? I'm not quite sure.
The only thing we know about Volgaire for sure is that he's not friends with Barros.
Yeah. And just because he's not my friend, I'm going to pass over to George.
Savage. Hello, I am George. I am playing Atlas Moreau, the Owlin Druid, and I will pass to Anthony before he passes out from lack of friends.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I'm playing Barros Darkfoot, a Satan rogue, who's currently having a bit of a crisis with the gods. And we'll pass the person to blame for that, Ryan.
Through nobody's fault, Barros is struggling with the gods. I did nothing. Hello, I am Ryan, and I play Cyrus, the ASMR barbarian, who may or may not have an issue with the gods and is passing it on to other party members. Now, to go to our residential cleric, Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. I play Astra, seemingly the only person who's okay with gods and is a friend of Barros. ASMR Tempest Cleric, that is her, and I will pass it on to the DM, Harry.
Alrighty. So, does anyone have a recap of what happened last time?
Before we recap, can we just do every single introduction like that where we just pass the phone it?
No?
It
No
can
one
be.
recap?
No. I'll tell you what, the sum total of my notes for last session was session 8, the date, and
I mean, I haven't been keeping strict
Existential
logs
crisis.
at this point
That was
because it's just
literally
a lot
it.
of conversations, but rough case scenario, the squirrel is insane.
like,
That's right. He's also
Oh,
very dapper. He's very well pronounced for a squirrel.
Cyrus gave Barros a mild god identity crisis. Atlas tried to pull him out of the god identity crisis with funny prostitute names. We all had a good chat. We all had a good meal. Atlas got caught talking about her crushes.
Yeah, and she hit on both the ASMR and made it slightly awkward.
Yeah, she also did that.
There was a
There was a storm.
There was a storm. The engines were fully fixed. The
captain
the-
went blue.
The captain went blue. The scout got injured, and she is in the medical bay. Cyrus caught Barros when he
Very
fell off the
romantically.
mast, like hero style.
Atlas got an air bubble so she can breathe a little easier for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Volgir continued to be a creep and
Volgir
not
continued to be a
involve
creep.
himself in
I actually had a conversation, I think.
He did. He heard Atlas mention hiring a prostitute and was like, I need in on this story. As a non-creep
lies.
would.
Yeah, we found out a little
Lies.
bit about Atlas's how she got to
All lies.
Unarath. Is it Unarath? Yeah, we found out basically how Atlas got to the starter planet. And
Well, Unarath, it's the city you were on previously.
oh yes, that's right.
See, stop making other people forget the gods and actually focus on where we are.
And the captain said we all deserve a little break. And we're gonna touch down somewhere
Which,
nice and
is
charming.
mainly for his crew, because we weren't really doing much anyway.
No, we were just pissing off his
helped.
crew.
We helped. No, you were pissing off his crew,
No, I was pissing off one particular first mate.
which is still a member of the crew.
Yeah, the rest of us were making friends.
Yeah.
I made a friend.
And maybe more? Maybe not.
I don't think on her end.
Right, that's
Hey, I might get somewhere with my +1 charisma.
right. That's perfect.
Yeah, let that rival my -1 charisma.
She's not charismatic, but she's not
Can
the
I-
least charismatic in the room.
I'm like, can I make an athletics check to seduce? It's just flexing.
In complete silence, like maintaining eye contact. Like he either wants to
like a
fight
mating
me or
dance.
fuck me, and I can't tell which.
It's like a barbarian mating dance. No words, just eye contact and flexing.
So yeah, that's what happened last session.
Perfect.
Sounds about right for Theros.
Sounds about right for our party.
Yeah.
Aye.
All right.
Sorry if I keep standing up. I'm just moving things off my desk
It's fine.
because I can't write notes at the moment.
I like how first campaign we were trying hard to make a bunch of like really cool characters, and in the second campaign it's like a room of idiots.
Yeah, basically. That's how life works.
I always tend to make like a character that's meant to be really good at something, but then he has like one flaw that just wrecks it. So Kaz was really tactically smart and really strong, but stupid as shit. And
Tactically
Cyrus is-
smart.
Yeah, Cyrus is just strong and not charismatic.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Haven't played a barbarian before, so
I just meant the strength. Strength is your go-to stat.
not for
Ryan,
Kaladin.
Ryan wants to be strong in real life.
Strength is always my dump stat. On Terran it was like a 11 or something. Atlas it's a 9.
I think I'm at 17.
But regardless,
Oh no, charisma's usually my dump
15.
stat.
you all have you played a paladin last? Never mind.
No, I said no, Kaz was charismatic.
Yeah, he was.
My-
He's
my
not
other
very
two-
bright.
My other two characters are not charismatic. Cyrus
The
and
problem
Kaladin.
was you were charismatic, but you were up against Terran, who was just
more
charisma.
charismatic.
Charisma. I put all my shit in charisma. What do you mean I need hit points? Fuck that. I'll be so charismatic no one will kill me.
It was charisma embodied.
The charisma worked because you managed to play dead very well.
Yeah.
Performance check to
He's
play
injured right now. When my model fell over, his little arm broke off.
No.
And
Oh.
also Delilah's tail.
Oh
Oh god, I just realized that Kaz has fallen off my desk and I don't know where he is.
Don't hoover!
Yeah, get the super glue ready. Those minis are fragile. They're only printed on a fucking 3D printer. Right. Anyway.
Kaz's will be a little bit sturdier because it was on Trudy's and she's better at the settings than we are.
He is 100% A-okay. Dirtiest
Alright,
boy of
let's
them
go.
all.
You all finished up your 5th day of travel, bedded down for the evening, and you all get a benefit of a long rest. You haven't claimed them already. And the 6th day rises again. You're currently traveling over Punsa Heath, which is this kind of like outcropping on Kemnor from like a main large landmass that you're sailing towards in the skies. The captain has ordered the navigator to keep an eye out. He said for somewhere suitable to touch down, get some refreshments and relaxation. So you can see that Thylindra is busy trying to spot a course on her maps itself, but she's spending a lot of time looking over the actual end of the ship, which the captain has brought in now quite low that you come out of the store the previous day, which is now past. The winds are kind of back to being calm and a bit more manageable.
Right.
What would you like to do?
I think Volgir is gonna wake up that day, and he's gonna find somewhere nice and quiet and go off on his own for a little bit, and he's gonna have a play with his new magic.
Yeah, you kind of like you go to the top deck or like some below deck or
Somewhere out of sight that's not easily found. Try and be a bit stealthy about it.
Okay, so probably somewhere down the hold, maybe.
Yeah. Testing out his new spell.
It sounds.
The
Ominous.
urge to make a joke about he's going to go find a dark, secluded room and
At least it will
Practice
Out
his
his
magic.
At
magic.
least he'll play with his like new sword or something, you know, like being worse.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
I don't
play
know,
with me
he's gonna
my
play
little
with his
dagger.
magic sounds pretty weird.
I'm gonna play with me little dagger.
he wasn't actually taking notes, he was just drawing. As she walked
Daggers.
about.
Yeah.
At the start of the day, can I get someone to plot a navigator skill check, please? Navigator. Whoever's controlling.
Hang on, I don't remember where she stood. There she is.
A 9. Okay. She spends. It takes her some time to plan this route. It's more of a hindrance than she was really anticipating. There's a lot of kind of trying to find somewhere suitable to land. You do lose half a day's travel. As she's trying to find somewhere to touch
I rolled a
down. But
9
that's...
last time.
You're consistent.
And then, can I get a couple of D100 rolls, please?
Oh no, I
I'll
rolled
do
an
one.
8 last time. They're slowly going up.
I'll do a D100.
Do you on board or off board?
I'll roll a D4 then.
I can do another D100.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Okay, which one do you want, Anthony?
Barros and okay.
I'll do on board.
Okay, I'll do off board then.
Okay. So Barros rolls 67, the Bulgar rolls the 48. No hazards today.
Ooh. Dream team.
The grey clouds above do begin to gather, and this low down, the rain does begin to kind of like lash down on the top deck. It's not it's actually warmer than normal. It's quite a nice, warm, very humid rain. It's kind of almost a relief. Because after the thunderstorm, the air was still almost humid and muggy, so it's kind of helping like cool everything down. But it does mean that perception checks have a little bit of a penalty to disadvantage for both visibility and for listening because of the sound of the rain and just how the general visibility is slightly different. The wind isn't overly taxing average, just a moderate wind, but still enough to propel your airship forward. Alrighty. So your navigator takes some time. She begins searching for something, it looks like, and she ends up beginning to put down her map, and yeah, she just keeps looking over the edge.
Sorry.
Volgir's off playing with his magic. Is anyone else doing anything in particular?
Yes.
Cyrus is probably going to continue with what he's been doing for the past couple of days, which is just assisting Galadris in any standard maintenance. If he needs something heavy moved, if he needs something brought to him, just sort of assisting as usual and trying to learn what he can in carpentry tools
Yep, perfect.
from him.
Yeah, and it is just a general something. There's nothing urgent in regards to the engine itself. But you do hear coming down, they have this like almost like can on a string that runs from the helm down to the engineering area where the engine is, which kind of subs out the need for a hollow strap, just like a direct communication between the whoever's at the helm and whoever's in the engineering deck. And you kind of hear like a muffled like coming from it, and then you hear he goes over, picks it up, puts it to his ear, goes like, "What?" I mean, we can give it a go. Okay, give me half an hour. He hangs back
I
up.
didn't
Like,
know Beaker was on the ship.
he goes, looks like we've run into a bit of a harsh wind we've ended up sailing into. So the helmsman is requesting we give a little bit more juice to the engines, which we can do a little bit of a bump to. And he begins showing you like, that's not his accent, he's all like, smoke 7 days a week. Yeah, come on, let's have a
Too
look at
many
this.
characters on this damn ship.
And he like pops up on the engine's kind of like thing, and you see him begins changing knobs and things like that. And you see he's effectively overloading the engine to a controlled level that will give the ship a bit of a boost. So
Okay.
basically it will give a little a bonus, like a +2 to like the next piloting check that is made. But the risk is if the piloting check fails, there's a chance the engine will receive some damage as a result. So he kind of begins tweaking with that, and then I need the helmsman. If anyone is running with the helmsman, I don't think anyone is.
I don't think so.
I can do the helmsman.
So an air
Is it
vehicles
just an air
check
vehicle check?
with the helmsman, please. Yeah. Dean, perfect. Can you make me a second check? So it would be disadvantage because of the per navigation.
16
Plus
again.
2, so 18.
It's fated to be.
You travel faster than expected, so you actually gain back the lost time. But with the boost to the engine, the little speed boost, you do gain back your lost time, which is nice.
So are we a day ahead now? Because we gained a day and then we lost a day because the engines
We're
exploded.
like 4 days ahead or
Currently
something.
you're
'cause you
3
gained
days
a
ahead of
bunch
schedule.
days.
Oh, shit.
You're running
Progress.
very well. But yeah, if things like if that rolled poorly, then there's a chance the engine will take us some damage. So it's like always little gambles and things like that, like what you can do. Or there's a risk that the pilot can re-roll and slow you down even further.
Oh, yeah, because
You have to
first
take
mate-
the new roll. Yeah, the first mate didn't give it.
risked it and she was successful.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty. You continue traveling over Punsa Heath in the rain for a little bit longer, and as you're traveling, eventually you hear the navigator call out, yes, Then she kind of like goes up to the helm and she points down to the left, and she goes, just kind of begins speaking to him. You kind of hear like a little small discussion back and forth. She's giving him directions, and the Starwind Serenity begins to dip left and just going in this slow descending bank. And you see kind of coming up before you these beautiful like rolling hills, small clusters of trees. But what you are being drawn to as the sun kind of is beginning to set, there is a glow, a warm glow of some kind of big bonfire, you think, as you are sailing down towards it, and you're making a beeline for it. You see the captain kind of like comes on the deck, moves to the front, arms behind her back. You see her taking on the form of her kind of when you first would have seen her, that like very green hued spring Eladrin. Kind of big smile on her face again. Everyone's kind of doing well. Oh, sorry, spring was meal actually. So yes, it would have been the meal side.
Really fucked yourself with that character, huh?
Fuck, it's a real fucking pain in the ass.
I think Barros will probably lean over to kind of the closest crew member that he sees whenever he's about and kind of just gives a, "Where are we going?"
You've been shadowing. Who's been shadowing Barros? You've been kind of shadowing the captain, haven't you?
I've been trying to shadow the captain, but obviously with the captain being kind of as elusive as they are, probably either the helmsman or the first mate.
Yeah, with the first mate no longer occupied with trying to avoid Volgir's following, you probably ended up spending some time with Moonshadow. And
Do you think she's just there like, oh, finally, someone's not following me around, and Barrels just appears? Like,
I imagine it more awkwardly, like as Volgir's was following her around, Barrow starts to following her around, and Volgir's like, no, I need to avoid him. Barrow's like, we can shadow together. We can become friends. I don't know why he's French.
Enchanté.
that happens to the Fae sometimes.
They just break and change accent. But I'd probably follow her in a slightly less creepy way, and probably probably the opposite of I talk too much.
Mary, move your mic a little bit up. I think you're catching your breathing a little bit. I think it's you. I don't know if it is. No, it can't be. She got push talk on. Someone's breathing into their microphone.
Everyone
It might have been me when I was talking.
I don't know. I thought it was Mary, but I wasn't sure.
It's probably me because my thing is kicking up.
I
So give me
thought it
one
was
second.
Mary because it looked like her thing was flaring, but I'm not sure. Just looking at settings.
Yes, it just
I'm
exists,
checking
which
my
is kind of
settings.
but yeah, so you kind of like she kind of like turns to you. You kind of ask her. She goes like, "Well, we're trying to There's a little group of elves down here. They call themselves the Dunlan clan. They kind of roam around Punza Heath, so they could be close by or fairly far away. Or if they decide to make camp, they're nomads, but nice enough people. We've stopped off with them before, traded, got some supplies and things. You'll enjoy it. It's nice.
Good to know.
They're used to airships dropping off. That's why they tend to make big bonfires. This should be them, but there's a chance it could be a trap. You get bandits in the area pretending to be them, so best to keep your blade close.
Very well.
As the ship begins to dip and lower down, you get close. You see, with no lookout on station, the first mate fills that role. She produces a spyglass and begins scanning around. So can I get Vulgir, who was kind of shadowing the first mate, to make her perception check, please? With her spyglass, it gives her advantage.
Or we'll get her sheet up.
And can I get someone else to roll me a d20?
What is it going to be? It's going to be a
Perception check with advantage.
perception.
And a d20.
It's d20, yeah.
Which is.
2.
Here it is.
I'm just going to have to make a d20 here.
It's not a
2.
1.
Well, there's 2. Don't know why I added them together.
That does that.
An 18 plus whatever her modifiers are. So, but it doesn't say she has any skills, so no.
Okay. So she kind of looks on with the 20. She spots it. As you guys are probably, you're still not like overly far away. You're probably within about 100, like the guts about 100 foot or so from the ground. But probably a good like 200 foot or so from the actual camp itself. And she says, Captain, I think this may be a trap. I'm not seeing any of the usual wagons. There's some people down there, but it's hard to tell exactly how friendly they are. Should you like to still touch down, or should we go back to altitude? See, Captain kind of like moves over, takes the spyglass off her, looks down, furrows her brow, or furrows his brow, sorry, and goes, best to just fly a few loops around them. If you see arrows come towards us, it's normally a sign that it's not a friendly bunch. Nods and then. Alright, you heard him. 500 foot circle. Let's see what we can draw out. The ship begins to do a slow bank, just sailing around in a loop. Ready? You all would like to do this thing.
I have Skyride if anybody wants to write a threatening message.
Don't attack us or we'll kill you.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't cause mass panic, whatever you do.
Yeah,
How many
that works.
words can it be?
10.
Our guns are bigger than yours.
Yeah,
I think that's just Cyrus showing off.
I will just hang out on the edge of the ship. And, you know, if anyone tries to shoot me, I will let people know.
I'll probably hang out next to Atlas and just have my
I
shot
will
bow at
let
the ready.
people know. And I will let the person who tried to shoot me know with a guiding bolt.
Astra also suggests that she can cast fog cloud like under the ship to help obscure the ship a little bit.
I mean, we don't know if they're friendly or
are
not.
being aimed. It's an option.
you begin this kind of like slow circle around, kind of like try to spot and see. You can see Nendir is out of commission, and
R.I.P.
Laraleth is also
She's not
currently
dead.
She might be. We haven't checked on her.
First mate is on deck. He's below deck. Yeah, so that's kind of positioned. As you continue circling, you circle for about
I don't
5
like
minutes.
that Harry's working out where everyone's positioned.
You circle for about 5 minutes.
Hmm.
And you see the captain still keeping an eye, like looking to Moonshadow for any indication of what they might be looking at. And she's like, I don't know. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. And then suddenly you hear the piercing whistling of like air as something very rapidly flies through it. A ballista bolt
Jesus.
flies through and impacts into the actual hull of the ship itself. As it collides with the main hull, you hear the splintering of wood.
I'm theorizing not friendly.
I mean, it could be a welcome ballista.
Do you get
Friendly ballista.
welcome ballista?
You see Moonshadow looks down over the
Depends
edge where
on
the
the ship.
ballista's hit, and she goes, "Good news is it's only superficial damage. Bad news is that's on a chain," and the whole ship begins rocking as you're being pulled down out of your flying arc. And that's where I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
We're rolling for both.
Yeah, if you can roll for your NPC, that'd be great.
Oh, gotta get the stat
Does anyone
blocks
not
up.
have an NPC because they are out of commission? The medic is
Well-
below deck, as is the scout.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I have the medic up, I can roll for her.
Oh.
Medic
Let
will not
me-
be in this fight. She's non-combatant for this battle. So you can pick someone else. You can pick Eravan in the front, the gunner, or the helmsman. I think is still available.
I'll take the gunner, sure.
I don't know how I.
So click on the token,
Oh, yeah.
and then
That's
you
how
can
that...
pull their stat block up, and then you click on the little init in the middle of their stat block, middle top of their stat block. No, you're right. Character sheet, and then init, little dice, right next to multi attack. Yep.
In it.
Right, I need to open up that character sheet a bit more. Initiative. My one didn't get added.
That's fine.
Alright,
Harry,
that
do
was
you
a
want to
skip.
control the captain, or I don't know if
Who are
you
you
wanted me
controlling,
to?
Beros, if not?
Who's not been controlled?
So Volgir is
Um,
controlling the first mate. Cyrus is controlling the engineer. Atlas is controlling the navigator.
It might make sense if I control maybe the gunner then, rather than the captain.
I think Mary,
Oh.
Astra has the gunner, so that leaves the helmsman.
I can control
take
the helmsman.
I just rolled initiative, so I don't mind.
Yeah, let me just get the helmsman up.
Your gunner rolled low, even with their good decks. Atlas, what did you roll?
18?
In which
Yeah,
dice?
18.
Getting the
Unless you're
bad
asking
rules
on
out of the way.
navigator.
Hmm?
Unless you're asking on the navigator.
No, must be used.
Okay.
Astra 5. Just getting everyone in here. I'll roll for the balance.
First two rolls I've rolled haven't been higher than a 5, so I've got the physical dice out at the ready.
If you take
Maybe you're just using up your bad rolls.
the helmsman,
That's exactly what I said.
by the way, Beros, the helmsman, the init button is in the middle of the sheet next to multi-attack. You'll see init, like to the right of armor class, kind of floating in the middle. Looks a little D20.
Oh, yeah. Alright, cool.
There we go. That's fine.
Thank you very much.
Just take that because it's easier than
Oh,
Just gonna
ignore
see-
that. I was just testing sheets.
casting fairy fire. Wow.
No!
So you
Relax.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who have I missed? Who's not in the initiative order? Volgir? What did Volgir get on the initiative?
6.
6. Lovely. Okay, and now I'll roll for the bad boys. Bad
Ooh,
boys,
a
bad boys.
boy.
What should I do? Also, Cyrus and Atlas, what is your dexterity, please?
3.
As in stat or modifier?
Your stat. What is the total ability score?
16.
14.
Okay, so that means that Atlas will go first.
I hate going first.
And I'm gonna roll for the bad boys.
To be fair, when you go first, you tend to kill multiple people
Yeah, but
before
there's no
the rest
people
of
to
us even get
kill
the
right
chance.
now.
Well, they're down there.
Unless I just turn on the
down.
crew, but I think they'll get sad.
Do what you're really good at. Jump off of the flying platform, dive down, and
Okay,
then
I
shoot
think
them.
someone's getting a little bitter that he can't kill as many people as he wants to.
Little bit. I also can't fly.
You can't even jump.
You got a horn, though.
I can jump relatively high because of my strength stat.
I can't,
it
but
flat?
I can just fly, so you know. Like,
Do
how
you have,
high can
like,
you
little-
jump? So high. You're using your wings. So?
Do
It's
you
all
have,
one
like,
big
little,
jump.
little claw feet, or are they like kind of people feet?
No, they're like bird feet.
Okay, grab onto my shoulders and fly me down there like a parachute.
I don't think I'm strong enough to lift you.
I'll jump, you grab on, controlled descent.
Like, again, she has a -1 to strength.
Falling with
And
style.
she weighs 62 pounds.
Yeah, he weighs like twice as much as you.
She's an owl.
Nearly 3 times as much.
She's an owl.
We can try.
She's like 4 foot tall. She's only slightly bigger than a regular owl.
Oh yeah, Cyrus is like 190 pounds.
That's not happening.
Okay.
I could throw you into the sky if you want.
Atlas, you were the
could
first
just
to act.
Alright, so a bolt hit us and it's on a chain.
Yeah, so a big blister bolt just sunk into the side of the ship, and it's attached to this big long chain, which just begins to jolt the ship, pulling it down to the left.
Okay.
So you're kind of on like a counterclockwise arc, so it's hit you in the side and it's pulling you. So the arc's getting smaller and smaller.
Okay. I don't think there's much I can do about that. Because I am an owl?
You are, I'll tell you right now, because of the bullets jolted you in, you are currently 400 foot away from where the bullet was fired from.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this situation.
You just
I wasn't
panic
prepared
and-
for this. No,
Panic and freeze up?
I'm panicking. She's not panicking.
You sure?
Maybe,
She
I
might
don't know.
panic.
She might panic.
So that was panic.
I am going to... So, the bolt went into, like, the lower deck somewhere?
Yes, it's gone into the, let's say that the main cargo hold. It's quite low down.
Okay, Atlas is going to try and get down there because she figures she could probably achieve more trying to, like, get it out of there
Perfect.
from that side. With my -1 strength, but you know.
Grand. So you run down there. Because you're on the top deck, you will have to dash down to get to it.
Yeah, I'll
So you
dash.
dash down, and you see this bolt. It's like stuck through. It's not hit anything important. It's just hit like a few wooden planks, but it's got itself wedged and like has like it's like pierced through and then it's expanded out like a big grappling hook, and it's fully like you see these like, 3 long barbs have like sunk into the wood, which are making it quite difficult. It's probably wrapped around like a supporting beam a little bit, so although the main impact hasn't hit it, it's kind of stuck around something. You'll need to prise it off. It's gonna take a lot of strength, or you're gonna have to break the thing to get it off. Yeah. Any bonus action thing?
Don't think I really have bonus actions. I'll have a look. Nah, I don't have anything little bonus action.
It's fine. Okay, Cyrus. You are down in engineering.
Yes, not knowing what hit us, he's kind of gonna look at Galadras. Was like, was that us?
Well, it wasn't us shooting it. So he's just been hit by something, yeah.
He's then going to make his way towards the top. Whether or not he bumps into Atlas on the way, I'll leave that up to timing.
You probably see, as you kind of come out of engineering, it kind of backs onto the cargo hold. So you would see Atlas kind of has just arrived there, and she's like surveying the scene. You see this big, heavy ballista bolt, which is like embedded itself into the side of the ship's hull.
What the fuck is going on?
Free action to talk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Help me get this out of here.
I will try and help to get the thing out of there.
You move up. Because you're on the lower decks already, you're able to get to it pretty quickly. You can try as your action to make an athletics check to prize the thing.
Come on, you're strong. This is your one
Do
thing.
you want to rage
This is
beforehand?
my one thing.
Would you like to get angry? I can call you a bitch if you'd like.
I don't know if it's gonna be worth the using a rage.
Do you not get +2 to strength checks?
Don't fuck it up like you did the window.
I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage.
So you rage.
The call back to the window reminds him that Atlas once said, thought you were stronger than that. And that sends him into a flurry.
So that means
It
you
was
get
actually,
advantage.
I thought you would be stronger than that.
That'll give you advantage on the strength check. So advantage on the athletics check.
So. And roll. Will this roll correctly? It might not.
35?
No, it's I rolled 2 15s.
So you roll a non-natural
Plus-
20.
Non-natural 20s.
A 35
both
would be
times.
impressive, though.
Yeah,
It would.
not for a level 3. That's
You
not
don't have
happening.
Do you not have beyond 20 set up?
10 more levels.
Beyond 20 is like whenever I right click it, it says
probably
roll
got
with
advantage or not.
advantage, advantage, flat die, or disadvantage. I clicked advantage and I hit roll, but it added the for some reason.
Weird.
Roll 20 is adding them instead of saying
Your
that's-
beyond 20 application is doing something. I would have a look at the settings and see if there's anything weird going on, because I don't think that's
beyond 20.
standard.
What am I looking at?
It's in your settings. I can have a little browse through. I don't know what if it is that setting or not, but it feels like if I roll, because all my rolls are also done through Roll20, and they don't do that. If I just make a
Force
bullshit attack right
criticals,
now with advantage.
Type of roll.
Oh,
There you go.
bandit.
Good heavens, who could have foreseen this? Cyrus moves up and he pulls and pulls and pulls. He actually manages to pop off one of the 3 barbs. There's still 2 holding on that are holding it in place. But it is a bit weaker now. That will be
Sweet.
your turn, Cyrus. That's move, action, and bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
It is the engineer Galad's turn.
That's you again.
I know. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to sort out my Cyrus settings as well.
Nothing overly useful for him to do. He also probably is super aware. Probably the first thing he would do, if it was him, he would activate his add-on on his holo strap, which basically opens up his communications. It just means that he basically joins the ship,
Yeah,
like
open channel.
like an open channel with the ship. And he just kind of announces, like, all right, anyone fucking tell me what's going on up there? It's an action for him to activate that. So but that's not him put it out, and as a response, he will get whenever someone else joins the chat, then they can then help out. But
Yeah, he'll do that then. Just to try and figure out what's his best next move.
Perfect. Yep. So he gets to that and kind of readies himself, just because he's not really sure what's going on. Beros.
I was gonna do something incredibly stupid, but Atlas
on, run the
Go
prevented that.
Oh no.
So my original
What did I
intention was to take my bow and essentially zip line down this chain.
The chain is still there.
The chain's still there, it's just being broken off one by one.
So there's 3 prongs.
And you don't know
didn't
that.
Tell me.
Nope.
Nope. I think Beros, just being the nut job that he is, and not being told, no, I'm going to go do something different, is going to attempt to get down this chain as fast as he can.
Okay, so you
because
are...
he's been
Zip
itching for a
line,
fight.
zip line.
You're 100 foot up. The chain is a whopping 400 foot in length, so it's a hell of a zip line.
Zip line, zip line.
Because it's cool, I want you to make me... To be honest, Barros, this is a matter of your core strength to hold on to the bow.
I do not have a lot of strength.
So let's call it an athletics.
How thick is this chain?
It's like fairly... It's like ship chain. Like it's not maybe not as wide as ship chain, but it's.
I mean,
it's
ship chain's like this.
It's sturdy enough that like it could pull a ship of this weight and not snap. But it's light enough that it could fly through the air with a fair bit of whomp behind it.
I'm just trying to see, would it be possible? Would it be thick enough for me to like? I know that I don't have the strength to make.
You could run down it as an acrobatics check. Yes, definitely. You could like tightrope walk, run down it. It will take you a little bit longer because you're not really in a free for all.
Okay, cool. I'll attempt to do that. So just want straight acrobatics.
Acrobatics check, please. As you're kind of like hopping along, 35-foot movement speed with your cloppy hooves.
23.
23 is fine.
He's like a mountain goat.
Beros begins hopping down this chain without difficulty, moving towards them. Beros, that puts you at I need a fucking bit of pen and paper, a bit of paper spare. I can steal. Even just like some shit paper from underneath the desk.
Yeah, don't take my fancy paper.
So Beros, that's going to put you at 35 foot off the ship. So that puts you at like what, 365 foot from the ballista itself.
Okay, cool.
Anything else you do? You can action dash or bonus action or.
Yeah, I think bonus action dash.
Certainly. Because of the earlier check, I'll say you just get it. So you can just move. So you're now 70 foot along the chain. So you got 330 to go.
Okay, cool.
Figured it out. I need to use hotkeys.
Shift
Amazing.
click and control click.
I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to get as far down this chain as I can.
Before it gets yanked out of the ship.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, 2 of my USB ports just died, so my headphones and my microphone just disappeared.
A second bolt, kind of just near the original location, flies up and impacts next to where the other one hit. Probably that's how the floor higher than the last one. So Atlas, you hear the clunk kind of nearby, and the rest you'll see it whistling up through. As the second bolt digs in, and then you feel the jolt again as it begins tugging you in. The other one is going to tug the ship in, so you are now 300 foot. It pulls you hard, and because the ship is still sailing forward, it's not like you're being pulled directly, and it's just the arc of your travel. The helmsman trying to steer against it, but like it's just slowly, it's just pulling you naturally down, like a ship's anchor being dropped. Like it's causing it to spin out almost. Like if you threw a sandbag on a rope out of a helicopter,
I've never done that.
I'm just saying that probably would be what happens. It's a heavy enough sandbag. First mate.
What? Yes. Right. I need to catch up now because I missed like 2 minutes of that.
So,
Right,
the first mate would have heard on her hollow strap, because she would have probably already been keyed in, a call from engineering, from your lovely engineer, Gladys,
Find out what's going on.
asking what was going on for Sarah. So she can reply to that and just inform them and just get briefed. She also knows that there's 2 ballistae which have slammed into the left side of the airship, which have long chains of them, and they're pulling you down towards the ground, to the central point where they've been set up this ambush.
Alright. Would the first mate know if the ballistae on the ship could angle that far downwards?
Yes, because of the angle the ship's currently tilted at, the ballista could make a return fire shot.
Yes. Right, so could... I think the first mate then will probably use action, bonus action, and free action to just basically talk and direct then for the first action.
Certainly.
Assuming the captain's not going to overrule or anything like that, but going to relay to
looks
the
like
engine.
The captain has readied an action.
Right.
But I would say, so you, as the first mate, she also can use a she also can use a full speed ahead command, which means she can give a bonus to the speed of the vessel potentially, or she can give the fire at will command, which means that the next weapon attack, she picks one of the weapons, and when that next attack, she has to move up to it. But the next time that attacks, it will gain advantage in the next attack roll before the end of the ship's next turn.
Yeah, well, I think then, if that's the case, then I think she's going to move up to the ballistae and use the fire at will action. Let's just see how far she can go. She'll probably end up using... what can she use? So she's going to use dash as well as a movement, and then use the action. So
yep, she can use her light-footed to make a dash as a bonus action to get right up close.
Yeah,
and then she can give her fire at will command, so that will give a bonus to the next attack for that gun.
That brings her up here.
That's it there. So that's on the ship stat block. So it may help you all to have the ship stat block up as well, just so you can see. It describes it as a TEV. It's an airship. I just, took some liberties here because fucking hell.
And then she's also going to relay down to the engineer that the ship was just hit with 2 ballistae. Get ready to follow the captain's commands and repair when needed.
At the end of her turn, you hear Captain Arndl. He gives an order for full speed ahead to helmsman Kalen. So I need for him to roll a d6. So he adds 25 foot to the ship's movement speed for this turn, which will be a nice assistance. That's fine. And so I'm going to call that. I'm going to say it'll give a +5 to the roll as to the helmsman's roll if he makes any piloting checks. Just because the distance is pretty arbitrary because you're kind of routed at the minute. The helmsman can make an attempt to try to steer the ship out of the grapple, try to basically either break off the chains or try to gain distance away from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically like breaking out of a grapple.
Yeah, exactly. It's a piloting check. Quite a high DC, but he does get to add 5 because of the full speed ahead given by Captain Windrider.
Cool. Is there a button for that, or is it just the air vehicle check?
Air vehicle check. So that's a piloting check. It's just an air vehicle check. 10 + 5. He begins to steer against the turn, but just can't seem to gain any ground. Doesn't go spit out further, but just doesn't gain any ground, unfortunately, in this current instance. He still has bonus action movement if you like anything else of him, but obviously he's pretty dedicated with the ship.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna dedicate himself to getting into the best position he can.
Lovely. Delindra, navigator.
Yes. Can I see anyone down on the ground, or is it just these chains coming up out of nowhere?
What's your passive perception?
I don't know.
It'll be under senses, under the ability scores.
15.
So you can see there are 6 individuals next to 2 ballistae, and you can follow the chains down to pinpoint them. And they appear to be the ones kind of in control of these things. There's also currently climbing up the ropes, like blades in mouths, very much like pirates on the ropes, but climbing underneath side. There's 1 individual per rope climbing up.
Okay.
Or per chain.
How far away are they?
From yourself, they have only just moved, so they are about 340 foot from you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and shoot one of them with my longbow.
Sure.
Do I just click it?
Yeah. You just click the longbow. An 11. What's the min range on a longbow? 150, or is
Yeah.
it? So it'd be disadvantage because it's beyond that. So roll it again, or the lower roll.
Wait, so
600 on the
it's
phone.
150, 600.
Yeah,
So
and
what's
they're
that?
340 foot away. So 150 is effective range, 600 is your max range. But
Oh,
anything
okay.
above your effective range, you shot at disadvantage. Everything above 600 misses automatically.
Okay, cool. So roll
So just
again.
target it. It's just your card for things like wind and drop. Yeah, so 11, unfortunately 11 will still miss anyway, but it's just good for you to know. Yeah, so you, the arrow just seals down, when it just goes wide, it catches a gust of wind as the rain's kind of coming down here. And yeah, unfortunately just gets buffeted off. Anything else you'd like to do?
I should have done it as a multi-attack.
Can do the
Can I
multi-attack.
still do it as a multi-attack? Then I'm gonna shoot my longbow at them again.
Sure, shoot it with disadvantage again. See at the top of the sheet if there's the advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Oh,
You
yeah.
like one of those first.
I missed it.
But you rolled 2 7s and missed it anyway, unfortunately. So yeah, she fires another shot, it just goes wide. But everyone now knows, everyone can see that you're roughly where you're shooting, and then with the chains, people begin to put two and two together of like what we're potentially dealing with. You call out that anyone's climbing up the chain from
Yes, I will call out and let people know there are people climbing up the chains.
Perfect. Volgir.
Yes. Because I can't actually tell on the map, how much movement would it take for me to get up onto the top deck to find out what's going on?
From the top deck, I'm gonna say it'll take all of your movement just to get to the top deck. So if you want to move
Right.
if you want to move from the lowest, let's say if you want to move from the lowest deck right to get to the top deck, it's like a full movement. If you want to move from the mid deck to the top deck, let's call it like half.
Right. I'm gonna move. While I'm moving, I'm going to I'm going to use my bonus action to command my companion to fly up ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. What does Volgir's
Um,
companion look like?
ooh, that's a point. That's a point.
What flies off your shoulder?
You're going to see. I need to double check which one I picked here. Sorry, 1 second. Too much. There's like a full dump of stuff here. I think it was a lightning. So what's lightning? Blue?
Blue or bronze?
Yeah, blue or bronze. If it's
I'm
dragon.
gone blue. Then so out the middle of the deck, you're just going to see this small blue drake fly out from the middle of the ship, flying up and into the air, immediately scanning the horizon, and just going to wait there for the minute.
Where did Volgir pull that from?
I hope we reach
Yeah.
a point where everyone gets something dragon related except Ryan.
I will also I'll also say I
Ow.
don't think your Drake companion, unless you've done something different, has a flying speed.
Oh, he can't fly.
Just check a stat block.
And
I think
checking the stat block.
It's at a certain level that you get the
At a
flying
certain
level,
speed.
it grows wings.
See, I saw
Right now,
the-
all you have is a fancy
Yeah, at
lizard.
7th level it grows wings.
Scaly dog.
Okay.
So at the minute it's
Dog.
kind of more like
It's gonna crawl out.
Lizard puppy.
it's not like a lizard puppy. It's kind of similar to Terran's big guard drake that he had,
Freddy.
if you remember.
Right.
So like the big long kind of like full like a draconoid body, big reptile, but just without its wings yet. Still
Yeah.
Baba. It's still young.
Freddy was a lizard puppy.
Scaly dog. A scaly dog.
Yeah, so it's gonna stay on my shoulder now. So you're gonna see Volgir appear out the middle of the ship with a drake on it.
Blah.
shoulder. Blue drake.
A blue drake that I conveniently had in my fucking library.
Nice.
Yeah, joins you.
I'm gonna frantically look around and go, what the fuck's going on? And ready in action with whatever I've got left, if I can, to shoot an arrow at something pointed at as hostile by the crew or by the party.
Okay.
You nearly said friend there, but you didn't want to trigger
Yeah,
anyone.
I didn't want to trick.
It's an action to summon your companion, so you summon the drake. and then you probably pull your weapons
I've
out and
already-
get ready. So your action's
I've
already gone.
already
you
summoned the
already-
drake by this point.
Oh, okay.
Because I was playing with my magic down and.
Ah, okay, that's what you're doing. Okay, fair.
Uh-huh.
He was taming his dragon.
Mm.
Right, so put a whole
Summoning
new
for the
spin on
first
the
time.
film How to Train Your Dragon.
Your
Oh,
dragons.
God.
How to Train Your Dragon. So you come out ready in action to shoot him. And if you look around, what's your passive perception?
14. 14.
14 would be enough at the minute, just to all the chaos going on. You haven't quite spotted people climbing up the ropes, but you hear Thalindra called out. You look with the rain and all buffeting your vision, unfortunately you just can't see. They roll quite poorly, but yeah, the rain's giving them a nice little push here.
Yeah.
Anything else, or is that you?
I think that's my full action.
Okay.
I'm just double checking there's nothing that the drake can do, but I'll if you want to go ahead, I'll finish reading my.
You hear the captain say, I don't remember saying I allowed pets on my ship as this dragon barrels out from below decks. Astra.
Okay, Astra will. Well, I'm assuming she can get to the chains easy enough with, and she can fly when she gets the wings out.
Very quiet and echoey.
Say again, sorry, I couldn't hear you. Sure. Double over. Brian's muted himself, so it's fine. You're fine. It was coming through Ryan's mic.
Astra will bonus action and get the Radiant Soul out so she can fly to the chains. Is that
Alright.
doable?
Yeah,
And
you can
then-
fly. Yeah, of course. You just chop off the side of ship.
And then just smack the chains.
Sure thing. Yeah, make me an attack roll with chains.
Astra,
Okay.
there's a man on those.
I assume
but
she's
if she
not hitting
smacks
the
the
one that
chains-
Beros is on.
No. I do have a plan though, but it's taken a wee while to come to fruition. So smacks.
Cyrus wouldn't care if there's a man on it.
19.
19 will definitely hit
Well,
the chain.
Cyrus is a dick.
Two bludgeoning damage. Good to know.
Guess.
Anything else, Astra?
Nope, that's it. Didn't mean to roll 10. Yeah, that's all her for now.
Does Astra not have any strength? Because
Yeah,
she
you're a
rolled a
cleric,
d8
aren't
plus
you?
2, and then the total was a 2. So sure, it should be 4 damage, right? You rolled a d8 plus 2.
Go to your.
It's an issue with your Warhammer. I'm gonna put it at 4 damage for now. What do you tweak?
Yeah, plus 2.
That's weird. Just keep an eye next time, because you should have more than that. Thought it was quite low. I was like, fuck me. And now it is Erevan's turn. Erevan Swift Arrow, your gunner. So he can actually make an attack with the ship's ballista, which at this range will still be a disadvantage.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Would you like me to just make the shot for you?
Yeah, just figuring stuff out.
He's probably not going to do much else. He fires the ballista at 12 against the ballista. Will miss. The bolt just goes wide, and you see he cusses and then begins reloading it. And then he calls for aid. He'll say, if anyone could help me, I need some help reloading this thing to make it go quicker. His action to fire it, and it takes 2 actions to load, aim, and then he can fire again. So he calls for anyone who's able to come help him before his next turn to load and aim the ballista. Captain's turn. Captain is going to full speed ahead again for the ship. Atlas.
Yeah, I am definitely not strong enough to make a difference trying to pry this shit off. So she's just gonna,
Good, attack it.
I don't have anything that attacks, like, objects. All my attacks attack people.
You've got a sword.
I do, but I'm not very strong. Anyway, what you tilting your head at?
You can carry a sword as a druid?
Yeah. You're not meant to wear metal, but there's also no rules against it.
Oh, well, I know
kinda
it's
like
like you. It's an underlying thing. It's like druids shouldn't use metal, but they can if they want.
I have a scimitar, so...
It's also druids will not wear armor or
Yeah.
use shields. Nothing about the swords. It's only the armor and defenses.
Oh.
Which is why they're so fickle and weird.
You can carry it, but you can't wear it. So where this thing shot in, I'm assuming there is a hole.
Yeah, it's a little bit of vision alongside it. You see Beros's feet about 70 foot away, kind of like running along it.
Can I get out through the hole?
You could squeeze out, yeah.
Yep.
Squeeze out
Flying,
and you fly out.
obviously. Not just going to drop out of the hole.
Yeah, and you're gonna fly alongside
You
Beros.
will hear. What are you doing as you're climbing through the hole?
Do you dash to Beros?
How?
Because you need to squeeze through the hole does mean you lose 10 foot of your speed
Okay.
for this first movement. So you can go 20 foot along the rope if you like, or you can fly back up to the top deck, or...
No, I'll start dashing along to Barros.
Okay, so that'll put you at 50 foot, so you'd be about 20 foot behind him. He's quicker than you. But he is more prone to falling.
I can't really fall unless somebody shoots me out of the air.
Right? Anything else? That was your action to dash, bonus action?
As I hear, what are you doing behind me? I'm just like, flying!
With that, Cyrus, it's your turn.
Keep getting the things!
Yeah. I'm working on it. Cyrus is going to try and pull the thing to break the thing.
Yep, go for it. Strength check. DC's 15. 23, yeah, with your rage. So I believe, unless you take damage, by the end of this turn, your rage is going to end.
Punch yourself in the face.
If I punch the bolt with my bare hand, will that hurt me?
So that would, if you want to attack, attacking the bolt, no. But if you would instead to attack the bolt, it means you would technically attack, so that would keep the rage sustained. So you can do that instead, but it'll be a flat roll to attack the. And I'll take your athletics. It's probably going to be the same bonus +5 to hit, I imagine.
Yeah.
So we'll just see 11.
Yeah. Instead, I'll just hit it with my axe, I guess.
Yeah, because you'll still get the +2 to damage as you bring the axe down on it. The axe does slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Grand. The 11 hits, but the slashing damage is it's resistant slashing damage because it's a big metal chain. The Warhammer seemed to be more effective. You would have seen Astra hit the other one, and it was
Also, we think we know what happened because she rolled a 0 on a D8.
It didn't roll anything, it just had the modifier, that's why it was 2.
Yeah, so it must have just glitched.
Do you want to roll another D8 then, and I'll add that on. If you roll
Sure.
1, it's fucking the ultimate karma.
No, it did the... It's...
No, that's the crossbow.
I like Ryan coming in like tech support. When like we all know that Ryan
For
is
once.
not tech support. Of course, it worked out. It's like I knew it was gonna be that rule. Like I knew. Unless you were attacking two-handed, but I think you're one-handed, aren't you? Yeah. Cyrus, roll your damage. Please. Roll your damage, Cyrus, for your axe just.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to be resistant to this with the half. And this is not the same one that Astra is attacking. 11, good. It's good damage. I can say it's enough for the second prong to be knocked off. There's only one prong hanging on just left.
Not going to be a problem.
Beros, you feel the chain lurch suddenly. Anything else, Cyrus?
Do I know Barros is on the chain?
You do not.
You look through the whole Atlas has flown
Yeah,
through. What's
so
your passive
You
perception?
might.
My passive perception is 13.
-5 from the rain, but you would have seen him hop on the chain. So you're aware he was traveling down it. But there is a second chain he could always jump to.
Out of curiosity, Harry, I'm going to play a stretch here. Would, when the ballista fired, would that not count as identifying hostiles?
Identifying hostiles as in... Oh, you
For
spotting them?
activating my action, yeah.
Yeah, you can see where the shots have gone outgoing towards. You make a shot, but probably be disadvantaged at this range anyway for you, so...
Yeah.
If you make a shot at disadvantage. And are you targeting the ballista, or are you trying to aim for someone manning it?
Just someone manning it.
Right.
Can I use my bonus action to yell at Barros to get the fuck back on the ship?
Sure.
It was
no,
a
your bonus
19
action.
either way.
It hits for your damage roll gear.
Is that exactly what you yell?
Barros, get the fuck back on the ship!
It's a 10 damage.
Nice.
Now we're going to have to jump on the other chain. God.
You just roll, you're just picking a random person now.
I've only got 6 seconds to say it. I need to make it short and precise.
You see it embeds into, it's going to be one of these 6, and so roll these 6 units. 3. You see it hits one of the people who were currently getting more, looks like they were getting like ready to start climbing up themselves. Injures them really badly, it looks like, at this distance, but they are still standing. Cyrus, end of your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Perfect. Engineer Galatris Ironleaf's turn.
Has he had any feedback from everyone else?
Yeah, he's aware that something bad is going on, so he can use his I'm giving it all she's got, Captain, which he can basically surge more power to the engines, which means he gives a +2 to the next piloting check made by the ship. If the check fails by 5 or more, the engine will take some damage.
So what do I need to roll for that?
It's nothing. It's just an action for him to do. That would be something he could do.
Yeah, I think he'll take the action of basically just supporting the engines to give her all she's got.
Yeah.
Let's take you fuckers for a ride.
Precisely. Perfect. That'll end his turn. Beros.
Is there any enemies on the chain climbing up?
Yes, there is. There's 2. 1 on each chain. Each one is from you about 270 foot.
God. That's not within range, realistically, even if I move up. Do I be a good boy and climb back up the chain?
In the background, you just hear.
What? The rain's quite.
Get the ship!
Get off the ship! That's what I'm doing!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think, like, Barros is, like, too invested in just getting down this chain.
He's made
also,
it
like,
this far.
Yeah, like, he's, like, just full sprinting ahead, and he's going to get, like, another 70 feet down this chain. So he's just gonna push down the chain.
Cool. So you keep moving 70 foot?
Yes. I can't double dash, can I?
So you're a rogue, right? Bonus action,
Yes.
you can dash as well, yeah, if you want.
Yes. So just get as far down this chain as I
You're
can.
now actually past the halfway point because the chain has actually shrunk by 300 foot when pulled in.
Okay, cool.
In trouble.
You're actually only 90 foot away now, Barrels.
From the closest enemy, yeah.
Yeah, from the closest enemy.
Cool. I've used my action and bonus action, so I'll leave it there. Cool.
Right. So, Atlas, you just watch as he fucking runs at speed. Just maybe an acrobatics check, please, Barros, for your fast movement down here, so you can make sure you don't slip.
Yeah. Oof.
No, it's
12.
fine. No, you're good. If you're anything below a 10, it'll be danger zone. We're +8. You're pretty. This is kind of what you're built for. You know, this is like, this is what you're good at. So Atlas was 20 feet behind originally, but now he's done fucking.
Listen, Barris has been denied from combat for too long. A whole 5 days.
5 days without killing something? What's even the point? Sib, your butt's full.
Atlas is about
What did you think? You were gonna run down the chain and kill everybody and be a hero? Think, Barros, think!
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Think twice, bro. I didn't even think once.
First mate.
Oh. I ran away for 2 seconds and then you go over
That
there.
would require Barros to be logical.
Alright, I'm gonna give the assistance to the gunner.
Sure. Yep. So
Full
you get
action using that.
Yep. So you help load a new bolt on for him.
Yep.
You're the only one who's helping at the minute.
I can't use anything else like that.
Look, I would help him, but he was mean to me earlier, so.
I can't use any fire at will. Is there anything I can do with my bonus action? I think that's it, really.